Wanaman Nana D, he's saying that Charlie, he doesn't believe that Ghana was founded by one person. We are not going to be a part of. So why do we have these people on our currency?
You don't know these streets like we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Streeters Watching. This is my editorial. My name is DJ Slim. This editorial is probably brought to you by mybet.africa, www.mybet.africa, Aqua Blue Mineral Water. And of course, if you are sending money from Yankee, I beg, make you use the promo code DJ Slim if you have JuPay on your phone. Download the app. In fact, if you don't have it, download it because you get $10 discount on all your transactions. Kind courtesy DJ Slim, my promo code. I beg, write them together, make you no space the name. Write them together, make we go on. Real quick. Now, in this editorial, we're having a critical look at our president, Nana Dede Akuffo, and his statement that was made over the weekend towards Founders Day. Now, we realized that before Founders Day, Charlie, some issues, plenty issues started happening. In fact, we can date this as far back as the day they outdoored Napo in Nkrumah. But hey, hold on, let me not spoil the juice for you. Make a 10 round count. If I come, more fire.
You don't know these streets like we do.
Welcome back. So, our president in his presidential address over the weekend towards the holiday, that is Founders Day, made a very lovely statement. And then at the end, the tail end of it, he says that he believes that he completely abolishes the notion that Ghana was founded by one person. Let's watch our president. When we bounce back, we'll continue.
I speak to you this evening, rejecting completely the notion that Ghana was founded by one man. Whilst Kwame Nkrumah's contributions to our independence are undeniable and unassailable, it is important to acknowledge for our self-respect that the struggle for our nation's freedom was a collective effort spanning several generations. The formation of the Aborigines Rights Protection Society, the British West African National Congress, jointly sponsored by Joseph K. Hayford and Thomas Hutton Mills, the United Gold Coast Convention, the work of countless unsung heroes, and the tenacious spirit of our people all played vital parts in bringing us to freedom and independence. Kwame Nkrumah, with his charismatic visionary leadership, was undoubtedly a major actor in the final lap of our journey to independence. And that is why, despite the several unfortunate things that happened after independence under his watch, Parliament in 2019 decided to memorialize his date of birth as Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day, the only Ghanaian so far to be so honored in our history.
Fantastic. That's our president. In fact, on their president are all exited. So after the general election, he's gone. Yes. Not gone as in gone, but I'm on for but it's so good. Well, in his speech, he says he doesn't understand the fact that people claim that Ghana was founded by one person. But then, I wasn't there. They no born me that time. So plenty of people with them born them that time also came in to establish or to contest that. They also believe that Ghana was founded by one person. The contribution of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is unparalleled. You can't compare his contribution to anybody in history who fought and stood for Ghana and actually paved the way for us to get this level of independence that we have. So one of such person, his name is historian Professor Anochi Frimpong, and he's been speaking just for the record. He details that he doesn't even believe that there's nothing like the Big Six. The Big Six wasn't in existence. And after watching him explain into detail some of the things that happened on the Independence Day and some of the events that led to our independence, I believe my whole childhood it has been a lie. Let's watch Professor Anochi Frimpong as he details some of the events that led to Ghana attaining independence. I'll be right back.
Ghana abakwase mu no. On mine and Ghana abakwase mu hu see a what be a friend the Big Six. Near Tiane say 28 February shooting 1948 shooting no. Ayekum Sergeant Ajete mu a ye kan wasem sisiano. Abrofo no hu say mpanimfoɔ bi na organize wɔ mu a saa trouble no ɛbaeɛ. Indeed, Nkrumah ne n'adamfo Akoagye ɛna ɔmo kɔ mpoano hɔ Debbie Avenue hɔ ɛkɔhyia saa sogyafoɔ no yɛde wɔn mu aba no na ɔmo life yɛ awerɛho paa yɛama wɔn mu esgracia yɛama wɔn mu hwee eduru anwummerɛ ɔmo tete wɔn nom nsa saa na ɔmo organize so ɔmo nkɔgye wɔn mu esgracia ɛna yɛsutu wɔn mu na saa letter no petition no ɔmo de ɛkɔ no ɛyɛ sogyani baako na Nkrumah ma ne butu yɛ sɛ ɛyɛ Nkrumah ne Akoagye so nko a ɛna ɛkɔ organize wɔ UGCC mpanimfoɔ no ɛnka ho na nam sɛ Akoagye yɛ lawyer no ɔno dictate legal term no yɛde twerɛ petition no ɛna Kwame Nkrumah nso de ne nsa ɛtwerɛ yɛde writing pad no ɛma Nkrumah no ɔno twerɛ to wɔn mu wieɛ no a wɔn de kɔ a adeɛ kyeɛ problem no ɛkɔ bae yɛhwɛ letter no yɛhu sɛ ɛyɛ the general secretary of UGCC Kwame Nkrumah ne handwriting ɛna ɛwɔ so saa deɛ a ɛna na UGCC foɔ mpanimfoɔ no ɛna ɛtɛ akyire ɛna yɛhyɛ ase sɛ yɛakyekye wɔn tipa grant no watu kwa outside the country RS Blair was second di okodwane yɛn no Awuno Williams odwane yɛn no ɛna ɔmo hu sɛ nipa ensia wei Nkrumah obeche bilamte Eduede Akuffo Addo yɛfɛ ne sɛ Kwame Nkrumah maboni di Akoagye JB Dankwa ɛne Oforiata sɛ nipa nsia the following day ɛna colonial newspaper be reported big 6 leaders of UGCC arrested. Inti leaders in Sia Yenyan and the can say big 6 leaders of UGCC arrested. No penny pan or no ne par grant. Inti Sia wa big 6 wagana. In Kabastate Efi par grant so. And no omu koyano. Omu police interrogation. Omu yina kasa omu ni muhoshi. And paso no omu ni muhoshi. Inti na ba Nkrumah ne Akoagye no no so suro so obeda prison inti ono so ka say onim ho hwe ana Nkrumah ka say ono do onim ho bibi inti ye jai opia ne ye do ono koto prison wo asiri eno na oba na tare white no na adane tuntum a asirem ni ordinary person bi ede ne wura ne fie no yi batakari ma ne say onyi white shirt ne ntumu no nhye sa batakari no de je independence no nti any big says in the history of Ghana.
So welcome back. So the bone of contention now is between Nana Addo Dankwa's account of independence and the players wait and day inside wait and make sure say we'll get one our independence. That's what the bone of contention. Some believe it's a contribution of a group of people. That is the UGCC, United Gold Coast Convention. I know and Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo Addo any team. Then they believe say it be them wait and get we independence on that level. Good. Then now the UGCC that squad the only person who joined be the last person, that is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And if you check the trajectory, in fact, the 5 of them all had their education in UK. It be only Nkrumah we go having education for Yankee, that is America, where he come join them. And he had a different idea altogether. I mean, he believed that, for Africa, for Ghana to be totally independent, it needs to be linked with the total liberation of the African continent. He believed in the concept of the United States. And then the UGCC, some of the members, in fact, excluding Nkrumah, also believe that, Charlie, let's fight for independence for some of the coastal towns. So, if you listen clearly to what Professor Anochi was saying in one of his videos, Obeso Ochemu said, whatever the UGCC was fighting for was not even the total Ghana that we see right now. They were fighting for a small sector or a small portion of Ghana to be independent. Fast forward, they also had difference in ideologies. First and foremost, the UGCC, excluding Nkrumah, believed that, we need to get independence, but it needs to be a gradual process. And we don't have to kick the British out of the system totally. They believed in self-government within the shortest possible time. And then Nkrumah, who later on, decided to come out in body from the group inside, go from the CPP, believes that, self-government needs to be now. He believes that Charlie Ghana has enough. The black man is capable of handling his own affairs. Well, years down the line, I'll ask you, is the black man still capable of handling his own affairs? But that's a subject for another conversation. In my editorial, to battle what our president is saying, that he believes that, he completely doesn't understand the fact that Ghana was founded by one person. Series or events leading to that, we can date it back, like I said earlier on, as far back as what Napo said on the podium the day he was being adored in Kumasi. Chairman, Mike, was saying more Kwame Nkrumah. He believes that MPP, Nana Akuffo has done way better than Kwame Nkrumah. In fact, I did an editorial on it, and it blew viral. You go viral. People, they talk about them. In fact, one of the highlights of that was when I said Kwame Nkrumah established KNUST, and I still stand by it. Changing my brain that, regardless of the facts and figures that you people put there. Say Kwame Nkrumah. What was some of the things that they said? Said it was Kumasi Technical Institute. Kumasi Technical College. Nasa na poset net Kumasi Technical College logo neboso. It's Kwame Nkrumah University neboso. That is point number one. Point number two. Before even getting the financial boost of 1.4 million pounds to get the university running, who instigated that? You realize that Nkrumah became prime minister from, I think 52. Now Nkrumah be prime minister, 52 or 53. No, be prime minister. So he was actively involved in government and government decisions. So he was able to lobby for that project to happen. And after that project happened, they decided to name the school after him. So Sabi in Prediasa, if me, as I did here right now, our advocates say also where we did right now, make we do story building. Where I go search for funds where we can do story building. At the end of the day, who are you going to attribute the development of this place to? Who? Hey, Charlie, these party foot soldiers make you people and pipe down. Now let's get back to the real issue. One man, Nana D, or Nana Dizzy, Akuffo Dizzy, he's saying that, Charlie, he doesn't believe that Ghana was founded by one person. Okay, granted. On any basis, he did talk about the fact that JB Dankwa, Pa Grant, I beg the big says in the name then give me. JB Dankwa, Pa Grant, is it Akweje? Killers in the baby, now watch the who Ufuria. Why? Ubichebi. Aha. The squad bio. There be some squad. Some click. Fantastic. So now, fast forward, just watch them my pictures. You watch all them my pictures. All them all dressed like some UK people, suit and tie. The only person who believed in Ghana to me, be the guy who don't cater for his side. That be Kwame Nkrumah. But then the idea say, if we all safe, this is what I'm trying to say. If we all contributed to a simple project, everybody should be named as a contributor. Yes, I do side with Nana Akufo-Addo. Yes. Say so make we mention everybody in name. Yes. But just like every team sport, there is a leader. And undoubtedly, Kwame Nkrumah proved beyond all reasonable that he is a leader in this scenario. That is our quest to attain independence. He is a leader. And I can tell you why. See, if we all, like biblically, make I even talk about Jesus Christ. Okay, make I use Jesus Christ. As the Christians will say. But then he had 12 disciples. Why are we celebrating his birthday alone? Why don't we celebrate that of Peter? Why don't we celebrate that of Matthew and other disciples? Why don't we do that? But they also contributed. And now if I lie, make you people tell me. As I can say me boy, I catch him some boy. Amon can be. As you have for Amon can. But why are they? Because there is an arrowhead in everything. It's like telling me that the fact that we all competed for the Olympics in Tinyamo will be a gold medal. That is what Nana Akufo-Addo is trying to tell us. Yes, if it wasn't for the UGCC who invited Nkrumah into Ghana, we wouldn't have even seen him and his participation or friend says, have him and figure that he brought the charisma everybody is talking about. If they had not invited him, we would not have seen that. Maybe Uncle Betina Bruce, no Akuni schools, Betina America, or no Akuni schools. Who knows? Maybe a last hour, Professor B. Or Ghana has a Anazi BB. Who knows? But they brought him, so we would also want to appreciate their contribution. However, let us not try to rewrite history by bringing some things that are not in our history books. And only problem, no. Because now, Nkrumah being celebrated throughout, me growing up, I've seen his face, man, I never can meet the man. But then I've seen his face on our currency. Since infancy till date, all of a sudden, there is a new government that feels that, no, their father had issues or their grandfather had issues with the said founder of the republic, of the nation. So let us try to do everything to get him off the scene. I.e., number one, his face should be taken off all our currency. And as it stands now, yes, successfully, the MPP government have been able to do that. So check all the currencies that you have. You don't only have Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, we have the big says on it. And in fact, they are telling us that, in fact, the big says in Nkrumah no more exist still, because check on the podium. I thought it was the big says that had flanked Nkrumah on the stage. Senor moi. I never knew. All along, Charlie, the small social studies that we do. Now I'm doing saying, like the guys that were flanking Nkrumah on the podium on the night of independence, 6 March 1957. I thought they were the big says so. Huh? Not knowing the big says, they were hiding in the crowd. And they were writing letters. Bibini dear. They were writing letters to the colonial masters telling them to come back. A typical example is one that you see on your screen right now, written by J.B. Dankwa. And I will read it. Yeah, we read, no things read. That's the letter. The letter says, I exceedingly regret delay in replying your 2 letters. That man, Kwame Nkrumah, who is now the leader of government business, has started his tricks again. This time, he, who is the government, is inviting all political leaders and chiefs to join him to send ultimatum to the His Majesty's government of the United Kingdom for self-government now, and if rejected, to declare positive action strikes and boycott, etc. There has been a hectic activity all over the place, and on Sunday, we of the UGCC met at the great meeting and turned down his quote-unquote challenge. Flat has been an invitation to criminal conspiracy under law and order. I had to be away in Kumasi for long periods last month, and I'm just now clearing a pile of work. JB Dankwa no. That's the mind. I do this in Anamwa. That's the mind. Yeah. Senior man say, forget it. we are not going to be a part of. So why do we have these people on our currency? Why do we have the same group of people that say they want the colonial masters to be here, to be fighting with all the other tribes in the country? They want them to be here. Why do we have them on our currency? Why do we even have to celebrate them? Sasquad. Now Buzia to in one day one corner because Buzia they letter there they be very wicked. He they or try letter copa match say, oh Charlie, so why are you leaving so soon? Hey. And it's been alleged that amongst these 5 people, the big 6, you Kwame Nkrumah I go left 5. Amongst these 5 people, it's been alleged that one of them engaged with the CIA for the boycott. They contributed to uprooting. What is the right word for Nkrumah's? Yeah. That's a coup. Nkrumah's coup d'etat. Yeah. In fact, they are saying amongst the 5 people, one or some of them contributed, or could be all safe, to Nkrumah's coup d'etat. Yeah. That's the information out there. That one is, they plenty books inside. It no be me, I can't say them. But anyway, let's watch this video of a former military officer and what he has to say about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Let's watch it. I'll be back to continue my editorial.
My name is Major Gordon Amenya, retired. And when Nkrumah came and commissioned us at military academy, and we went for social gathering, we heard that somebody was knocking the table, bang, 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 bang. Then the room became quiet. And then he gave a short speech. And what I gathered from that speech was that I have commissioned you, these officers, to defend Ghana and defend me, Nkrumah. If you fail to defend me, Ghana will suffer in future. And it's true. Today we are suffering. That speech in 1963 has come true. The opponent wished they had led the independence, but they couldn't do it. So they developed sheer deep hatred to destroy everything that Nkrumah did. And they are still destroying. They want to wipe up Nkrumah's name, but they can't do it because we are alive and we shall train our children and children's children and generations.
Now, there are several events leading to even Nkrumah becoming the prime minister. One critical one that we can't take out of the conversation is one lady whose image is on the 50 pesos coin. And I don't know if you guys have heard that. In fact, I followed the conversation. I followed the thread of a conversation. And the woman's name is Rebecca Naa Dede Ayite. And she was born in 1923 in Osu. She was raised in Jamestown here in Accra. Her parents hailed from Ghana, Asere, and also Osu. Following her primary education, she ventured into flour business, achieving significant wealth and influence. Her success in the industry earned her the nickname Ashikishan, derived from the Ghana word for flour. Now, she was known to be the chief financier of the then CPP and then CPP led by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And she herself led the CPP women's activities in her house at Kokomlemle. She financed Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to win the Ashedu Keteke Legislature Council seat, which made him to be the first prime minister of Ghana. That is the woman who in face the 50 pesos coin topo. I beg, real quick. Now, being closely associated to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah made her a target for rival political parties, purportedly leading her to her untimely demise. She tragically passed away at a CPP function in Ho on June 22nd, 1961 at the age of 39. Allegedly, political activist and feminist was poisoned during the event. Let's just say, right after independence, this is 1959, right after independence, the party, na a man for mu poison, they were, Charlie. If I look at the people for the screen top, I don't want to mention, but Obi enemy say Obia or Betima poison Obi. Say poison they started, you know. What happened when John Kuma's death came up? Can't it? Up to now, autopsy, I think who has him. Yeah, you're sweating. They this thing will happen. No, see who say. Sakwa way no. But anyway, make her go on. Also, in somehow, Kwesi Pratt also has something to say about this whole issue. And he says, our founder, Sergeant for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, stood alone when the quest for independence was not on the minds of others. Long live for Sergeant for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, long live Ghana. And he posted this with a screenshot of the letter from JB Dankwa to our colonial masters, telling them about some of the things Nkrumah was doing, the fact that they don't want to be involved in the quest for independence. Mebusao. Right now, I want to ask you this thing. Why do we have these people, or why are we celebrating them on Founders Day? And I'll tell you why. Because our current president, a relative or a descendant of one of them, in fact, two of them, and I never four, so it's a family thing. But then I'll pull up a tweet from Nana Addo Akuffo from 2019, and this is what the tweet says. 54 years ago today, one of the most extraordinary persons that Ghana has ever given to the world, JB Dankwa, died. Make her take it again so that you understand where it's coming from. 54 years ago today, one of the most extraordinary persons that Ghana has ever given to the world, J.B. Danquah, died at the Nsawam medium security prisons under the most ignominious conditions, chained to a wall in detention without trial in a cell for condemned convicts. He had led a most public life. He wrote profusely, was not shy of arguments, and gave our nation its name of Ghana. I believe I will not overreach myself when I say that Danquah's memory will continue to live at least for as long as this nation Ghana lives. May his soul continue to rest and abide in the bosom of the Almighty until the last day of resurrection, when we shall meet again. Amen. Hashtag JB Danquah. At this point, you see where everything is coming from. The quest to have people who undoubtedly, Ubusa or Mam or historians, where they will tell you the truth, say they never contributed, and they are proof to show that they did not want the colonial masters to leave. In fact, they were in bed one way or the other with colonial masters. These people are the ones that we are celebrating on Founders Day. My name is DJ Slim. I'll leave it right here. Head straight into the comment section. Let me know what you think. And keep it real, because the street is definitely always watching.
You don't know these streets like we do.
We